All right, man. Peace. Let's get back into it. Welcome to this new Smell Wednesday, October 23rd, 2023, episode 232 of the D-Lo Show. This time, we're going to bring not just on one platform, we're going to go everywhere because we have NBA to talk about on his line here. We had the debut at NBA, kickoff week, whatever. And we're going to give you the most, at least the best, who I will predict will be in which positions from first for 15 to 1 in each conference. And I'll pick the winners of the conference, and we'll see the finals and who I'll pick as the champions. Simple. Let's get into it. Let's go east side. Let's start east. This is where I'm at, where I'm located. Last of my conference is my famous Washington Wizards. Now, if you've been following this, we've been having this 3-year plan of fixing my Wizards. It started after we got rid of Russ. I was like, Russ, you did everything great, but you need to rebuild. And we got rid of Bill and KP. I was like, finally, we can start all the fuck over. Not try to be half-assed and shit. But now, we're almost at the pinnacle of it. Because it's the year. It's the year we get Cooper Flag. We tanked last year. We did good. We got Sarr. We did that. A good job. Now, want to complete this plan and get this fruition. Be bad again this year and be able to get Cooper Flag as the number 1 pick of this year. I know we gotta have the Lowry in our pockets. Don't worry about that. We're gonna figure that out at that time. I got some strengths, but we are gonna get Cooper Flag, so we're gonna be ass burgers this year. We're gonna be last in this thing. That's number 15. Number 14, Detroit basketball, the Pistons. We will make a sweep. We'll switch. Detroit will get a little better because they starting to get a little culture there. With Monty there and Cade's back. He's going to be there the whole season unless he gets hurt again and then they're cooked. But he's going to be there. They got Duren. They have Ivy. They have some pieces there. Beasley. They got pieces there that can make and mold into a team. These guys get some experience. So Detroit will gain that experience this year. I say they'll get around 20 wins. 20, 25. We're going to do worse than the better than my Wizards. I predict they get 15 to 20. Similar to what we did last year. 15 wins. So I think Detroit will do slightly better than us. So I say 20 wins for Detroit. Next, the Brooklyn Nets. What a decade they have had to start. From getting Kyrie, then getting KD in a trade, having to have him sit for like a year because he tore his Achilles at Golden State, coming back, getting James Harden, trying to get a little super team in, but they failed because my ankles and hamstrings of your 2 stars didn't cooperate right or land right, and they lost in the semis. And they tried running back, but mandates fucked it up for everybody. So, it's where they at now. Oof, they're at rock bottom. I don't even think they ain't got no picks for at least the next couple years now. So, yeah, they're going to be a shit show, but they're going to be better than us because at least they got some talent there. So, I think Cam Thomas is going to be winning most improved player. Where Dave Laylaw supply the most improved? Because why is Wemby the number 1 fucking guy? He does not need that award. What is he going to improve from last year? Come on. It's guys that are not known or they were high expectations but haven't really led up to it and then finally took that big leap. You feel me? And won that thing. I think Devontae Graham should have won when we started with the Hornets that one year. He should have won that. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of guys. Kobe White kind of should have won it last year. I was not mad who won it, but it was kind of like Maxey win. I'm like, he was kind of on the rise. It's kind of a guy that's not on the rise that you wouldn't think is on the rise, but they have a breakout. You're like, holy shit, you did that. You know? That type of stuff. But it's whatever. But Cam Thomas, I got with the most improved player. He's going to win that award. I get 23 wins for the Nets on that. No, it's Notion 2. Next up is the Hornets in Charlotte. They're getting 2 key stars, or 3 stars, technically 3. LaMelo, he seemed like he's back, and his ankle is all good. Mark Williams, same with you, but you're back. And Miles Bridges, unlike the other two had injuries, you had a couple legal issue that started your season off not good. So hope that is all cleared out and you ain't got run-ins, I guess. So I heard you retired for Rat too, so you can focus on that too. Brandon Miller is going to take a step up. I don't see him most improved, but he will be, I think, their second guy he will break into a 20-point per game score. I could see that for him. I'll see him averaging 20. I could see that. So we'll see how he does progressing this season. Next, at number 11, we got Chicago. The Bulls in the middle of the pack right here. They turn from good to it's mid. But Lonzo's back with good point. They gonna run the joint and see if they can make the playoffs. Chicago. Finally, Lonzo Ball is back in basketball, and he can be able to return back on the court. They don't have DeRozan, though, but they got LaVine still. Still got Vooch. Still got a couple pieces. Don't have Caruso. Still got Patrick. I think Patrick gonna have to step up. That's gonna be the big X factor for them. They're gonna need to really get some forward work. That's gonna be the big X factor for them. But if they get good forward work, I can see them sneaking in the playoffs over this next team. But this is my dark horse playoff team. If they can make the playoffs, I will not be shocked at this. If they don't, then I won't. Then I'll be like, all right, we're good. And this is the Toronto Raptors. They got a lot of young talent. Quickly, RJ, Scotty. They still got Poto that there. They got a nice young little nucleus in the wing department, the wings department, the guards and wings. They got a nice little start base there. They just gotta find a big over there that can match with what they have. And if they do that, I think in a year or two they can come up. So, cause you know what I'm saying, they can come up. They got chemistry from the New York, of course. RJ and Quick, of course, them two. But if they can find a 4 to match with Scotty in his lane, they can find a shooter, or they can find a score, like a main shooter score, or stretch 4. I think they can make something shaking next year too. So they had to make that decision on their own. They had to do the scouting. I'm gonna find scout for them, but I can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? I can do something. Anyway, but I got them as a 10 seed. I can see them stretching the play-in. Possibly make it, because I call that technically the playoffs, because it's it's like baseball, one game, you're in and out. It's kind of like that, but different. Anyway, number 9, the 9th seed, the Hawks. Ice Trae got the offense back to himself again, and he's going to cook him again. But will it lead to a success? Would just lead to where they usually were. They ain't really make no spectacular moves. They got rid of DeJounte. The experiment was not there. They're too similar. And even DeJounte felt that so too. They're too similar. They're too similar from themselves. If he was still in Spurs land with Wemby, they'd be killing. But now I straight running back joint by himself. It's going to be what it was before DeJounte trade. So Trae gonna get his thing, but no John Collins this time, so I got them as a 9 seed. But Trae gonna try to do as much as he can. At the 8th seed, I got them going down a little bit, as slow as they were, but I think a little bit of the comp and a couple moves they didn't make. But they brought most everybody back. But it's the Orlando Magic. I got them as the 8th seed only because I just see them having a little bit difference. But if they have a hot seed like they did last year, I can see them being high. So 8 seed Magic. 7th, I got the Heat. They always go tough out every year. This won't be making no different, but they're not as feared as they were. Hell, even 2023 or 2022, those years. They're not as feared, but they're still lingering around. But they gotta find a spark because they have lost their ways lately. haven't really made. They need to make a splash to make it say, yeah. They always been linked to a lot of people making splashes like Donovan and Dame and all others, but they haven't make that big move. But they got guys that can make big moves up, like Hero and Hawkes, Sun guys with Bam, so they see Hawkes can be stepping up. I think he might step up, be 6 man of the year. Low key, I can see it for him. So 7, I see the Heat. 6, we got the Bucks. I like the Bucks. My 2 favorite players on their team up. But I don't think they fit well together. And in terms of not spacing, but in terms of, I think on pick and rolls, Giannis expects a pick and roll and him to roll. But Dave, he's more of a shooter. He'll stop out and step back 3 on your ass. I think that's why they ain't had that much chemistry together. I think they'll still do good. And I'm going to cheer support for them. I'm not going to have high expectations like I did last year. I tampered those. Plus, they haven't really made any moves to really add to their 2 main dogs. And Milton, again, started out hurt again. This is just like last year. Milton started out hurt. He had I think he had an ankle issue. I think the same thing happened. This may be a knee this time, but yeah, that's affecting him. So, I'm not going to put high sixes I did last year on the Bucks. I tampered them down a lot. So, I'm going to cheer for them, though. That's my guys, but keep my expectations low. Number 5, keep your expectations low. I'm taking on the Pacers. Yes, they made a surprise run thanks to good durability from their players. They survived. And then I think they're going to make another move this year. What they will get, I think they'll get a switch. They'll get another 2 guard because they want to pass them out highly at the backup. I think at the backcourt. So I think they'll make a move. Who they will get, I'm gonna think on that. But they will make a move this year. They're gonna get something else. They got something already. They're missing one more piece, and I think they can make that next leap. So Pacers number 5. Number 4, the Sixers. Oh, the Embiid process is still going, but we have a new person along this line, Paul George, PG8. Why can't he wear 13? I guess some of one of the old players were retired. If they did, all right, it's fine. But if he can't rock it, boy, someone else on the team got it, boy, you better tell that man to cough that jersey up. Cough that number up, fam. I need it for marketing purposes. Not for real, but I think they'll be good. On paper, they look good with PG, Maxey, and Embiid. But Embiid, his knee problems are an immediate thing. And he even said himself, he's not going to play back-to-backs that often. So it's like, if you're not going to do that, how that's going to be better. How that going to be. Because, you feel me? You're going to be needing back-to-backs. And at least you're going to at least 5 to 6 years. So if you're playing let's say you're playing the Magic, and then you got to play the Cavs. You going to miss one and then not go to the other? Tough pill. And that probably will be the one that probably held him back and not being able to go all back-to-backs. If he can play one and then the rest of the next one, say our 2 teams I just mentioned, you playing the Pacers and the freaking Magic. One day he can play the freaking let's say you're playing the Hornets or the damn Spurs. Play one and off the other. Do one of them things. Limit it out. Stretch it out. If you do it every time, people are going to be pissed, especially some of the fans. But if you stretch it out every once in a while, it will go off a lot better. I'm just letting you know that, Embiid, because a lot of fans don't like that shit. They don't like that you be doing a lot of extra shit. So, yeah. That's what I would buy. I was what I advise Embiid to do, but he's going to be his own thing. Next up is the 3 seed. I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. My homie Rain probably lit about that that have them so high up. I think they'll have a great season. They're gonna have a tremendous season. I kind of low key see them similar to the Raptors of the 2016, but I like them. I think they can go a little far. I could see potential finals if only they make two critical moves. They gotta get a swingman to 3 to back a LeVert, and it's imperative, you got to get a defending guard. If you don't get them two, they ain't going far. But they gonna need. That's what they'll need to beat. They'll need to get them two things: a swingman, and you'll need a guard that can defend. Because those are the two most things y'all probably need the most more than anything. If you get those two, I think you can get past the Knicks and the Celtics. That's my 2 and 1 I spoiled. I'm sorry. Those are my last 2 in the top. Knicks, they look deep and good. I don't know what the hell's on with Mikal Bridges' 3-pointer because he was cooking. Don't turn this default situation again because his shot was looking pretty decent. It was high, but it worked for him. Don't tell me he got in the OC and he tried to miss his shot or try to adjust his jumper. That's stupid. Go with what you know, go with what you know, bro. For real. If you know your shot's so good, Gucci, even though it looks a little funky, funk that shit out. We encourage that shit. So don't be like, man. It's dare to be different. You know what I'm saying? Dare to be different, Michael. But the Cat, that was a big surprise. Cat going to New York. I never thought that was going to be the case. I never thought that would be the case. I always thought he would stay there because, that Minnesota, that seemed like him. But they got a new guy who can build around an Ant. That's like, you know what? We can let Cat go. We can let Cat go on that contract and we can start with Ant. Clear out everything. Clear up from the Minnesota, remember from back in the late KG, Jimmy, that era. He was the last of it. Technically, he was the last of that era. He was the last of that with the Wiggins, Levine, taking a little bit because he was came back as a mentor. Cat, Jimmy, Teague, that era. He was the last of that. So he was kind of like the last of it. So they figured, you know what? We got a new nuclear star. Let's just build around Ant. And Cat had fallen the sword for that. But he got a new situation that's good. So I can see the Celtics, the Kit and the Knicks being in the Eastern Conference or compete for a title. Let's see. Let's see if the Liberty luck can rub off to the Knicks. Good luck. And defending champions, I got number 1. And they look like the best team in the league. And I can see them just dominate again, especially when KP gets back. He gets back, I think, December. They're going to look back and, they're going to look at him in December because he had the mid-foot surgery. And once he got that, they said it was going to be 5 to 6 months. So 5 to 6 months will pass in December. So they're going to do evaluation and check and see if he's going to be Gucci. If he's Gucci, then yeah, they going to be good. If he's Gucci, then hey, they going to repeat. If he's not, then just wait a couple more months, and then I think he'll be back January. At the latest, he'll be back by January. He won't be back. He'll be back for the All-Star break. No doubt about that. Let's go to the West Side. I bet you got sister. You don't know the trust me. Player hit his rappers trying to sound like us, but now they going to Portlandia. Let's start at 15. Portlandia. I got them being the worst team in the Western Conference. I think they might slightly have a better record than Detroit. You thought I was about to say DC. Hell no. Hell no. They're gonna have a better record than DC, obviously. But Portland, they're in a period of transition. They're still trying to figure out who is going to be the next nucleus guy, who they're going to build around. They got pieces like Simons, Scoot's still there. Still got Jeremy Grant, who I think will not be there that much longer. I think he'll be gone by the deadline. If a team is real frisky for it, this could be a guy that could be helpful for a Wayne team. Wink, wink to a Wayne team. So Portland And Ayton, too. They got Ayton too, but they're a mess, and they're trying to figure out who can be built around. So Chauncey, you're gonna need you're gonna need to get some trees in your life. You need to cut back. You need to have to wash it a few times for a month to get through this season. Let's say that. Next, Utah, the Jazz. They should have been started rebuilding, but they got good players, and they're like, man, we're gonna be competitive. Forget all that. So yeah, that's what they will be. They'll be good, competitive, but not good enough or competitive or not ass enough to be tanking. So we'll keep them at 14. The 13th, got the Spurs. Wemby's going to have a big lead. Not most improved lead. DPOY, yes, he's going to get that. But most improved was asinine. I seen those odds. I'm like, why would you... He's a rookie. What can you improve from that? What can you improve from that? What can you improve on that? Why? That's nonsensical. Fucking idiots. We lost the plot on the MIP. Why is Wemby and no one buy for that? No one from DPOI? Yes. But most improved? No. That's not the definition for him. Like, I even was objective when Ja won. I was like, why did Ja win it? He didn't need that. It was one of those, he didn't need that because he was already on the come up. You know what I'm saying? They lost the plot in the award. But anyway, the Chris Paul is going to help orchestrate the young Bulls and get them right. If this is my West version of like the Raptors, if they make the playoffs, I will not be surprised. Chris Paul always finds a way to orchestrate teams to be competitive and get them in the playoffs. So, he did that for OKC. A few years in 2020, having Ashier and the crew, but if you can do that with them, hey, that could be helpful. So they can help Wemby out of light, and yeah, shit, you can do that. It'll be good for them. But I got him at 13 right now. I ain't gonna put a lot of expectations on Chris to do all that. Number 12, the Clippers. I got the Clippers not making the playoffs on the count of Kawhi freaking Leonard. Ever since Zaza Pachulia shot, put his leg in the center and the gravity of where Kawhi was going to land, he has not been the same. We thought it was ankle, but he has degenerative knee, and that's been affecting him since that injury. They thought it was a quad injury, but it was really a knee issue, and it's crazy. At least he still won a title during that stretch. That's the craziest part. He's been having this knee problem. It's getting worse and worse, and it's killing me Brandon Roy vibes. It's really giving me Brandon Roy vibes. Like, his knee is getting bad. It's just every time he's getting rehab or getting healthy, good, then it just break back down. It's like, damn, that freaking sucks. So, wow. Kawhi, damn. It's just, we're going to hope for the best, pray for the best. But our fellow players are getting old. And I'm realizing that. I think it's part of the aging process. So, my process too. So, Clippers, they're competitive. They got James Harden still. So, and he still got the pieces around him, but Harden is not the same spring chicken he was when he was in his prime. This is prime Harden. Let's take this seed. I will put him in the top 3 seed because he will get you in that top 3 to 5 matchup. He can get you a good high seed. But this is not the same James Harden I know of. So, pull. So, be 12, my guy. Number 11, Golden State. They got some wholesale changes around here, boy. No Klay Thompson. Shocking. Real shocking. Because I always thought Klay would be a lifetime warrior. That's the one warrior I thought would stay if it wasn't going to be Draymond. I already knew Curry's going to be Curry. That's their face. That's the face of their franchise. He ain't freaking leaving there. They'd be nonsensical to it. And he signed a $2.5 million deal. What other team's going to offer me that kind of deal? What, you know what I'm saying? Who else going to do that? But even with all that, They got a new cast of characters, a new crew, but will Elite Eight thing and contending for a playoff playing spot, but not gonna be fearful. I also have Kuminga as my most improved. I have him as a nominee. One of my nominees, him, Cam. I'm thinking of the last dude, but that he's in the conversation too for most improved. He's in that conversation. So if he has a good year, or if he has a great year, he breaks out even more. Look for that most improved player around his nameplate next to it. We'll see how he does. I see them as just right there. 11th seed. 10th, the Lakers. They got Darvin Ham the F up out of here, even though he got y'all to the Western Conference Finals his rookie year. I'm just saying, he had more feet to the fire than I ever seen a Laker coach ever that I've watched. And I was like, damn. Like, he was always a scapegoat. He always was. And it was just like, because he had stretches of periods where he wouldn't play certain players, and that's probably why, and the players was probably bad. So, behind the scenes that we don't familiar with are probably reasons why he got fired. And timing and shit. Even though I think he was doing an okay job for a first-year coach, it's just, he's in L.A., and they're super high expectations. Those super high expectations get you fired if you don't beat them. So, hey, it is what it is. Here we are. At least he's back. At least he got another job. He's back on the Bucks bench. But the Lakers, listen, fam. We already know about the Brown situation. It's more of trying to get LeBron his last legs more than trying to win a championship. We already know the case. AD gonna have to be freaking getting 30 and 16 every night. And with 3 blocks to get y'all to the finals. Let's just be fucking honest. That's the only way y'all can do it. AD has to be the focal point of this offense. If he's the focal point, y'all might have a chance to get further in the highest seed. If you're not, if Brown's the number one focus, you're not going nowhere. You're going to be right there at 10th. So, better make this transition now. So, do it. Number 9, New Orleans. They're like the most confusing team I couldn't even puzzle out on this thing. Because, like, they got the talent to be great, but they ain't no freaking big man. They're doing a Houston Rocket approach, but at least they have somebody at 6'9", at least 6'10", Herb Jones. And then at least they got somebody there. And I know PJ Tucker. So it's just... They have Valanciunas. I'd be a little bit better, but I already know why they got rid of him, because he can't stretch the floor. Stretch these nuts. Yeah, I would say the 9 seed, because they got the talent for it, but we'll see if they can make that next step and make a move to get some size. Y'all gonna need some size eventually, because them big boys in the higher seeds, they got some size. So speaking of size, so no daddy. Next, we got the Rockets, number 8. I got them making the biggest lead. I think they'll make the playoffs. I kind of had a little bit near that mix last year, but they're gonna make it this year. The improvements of Sengun and Jalen Green both got them paid. 5 years, $185 for Sengun, and 3 years, $106 for Jalen Green. And that's how I know he was celebrating. Dre and Michelle put out that, I just got me the bag. Jalen, you better get a paternity test, my brother. You better get a paternity test. You better. If not, you might be cooked, brother. Let you know that. Next up, let's go to the 7th seed, House Kings, Sacramento. They won't make much in the playing sense, but they could make the top 6 in the West if they make one more extra move. They need one more. What could they get, possibly? Y'all need some size. Get you a big man. You need a backup to back up Sabonis. Preferably a shot-blocking type defender, not what he is. You can't have two the same. You'll get cooked even more. You need an athlete like a DeAndre Jordan hybrid type, a Daniel Gafford archetype, big, athletic, lanky, tall. You know what I'm saying? Them types like a Jackson Hayes. That would be perfect for them. Just anybody athletic that can be pogo sticking things. So I got Kings at number 7. Number 6, I got this team back in this joint. The Grizzlies. If Ja can keep healthy and stay away from the Blickies, they can make the playoffs again and be along the wise it was doing 2021 until all the shenanigans started happening and they fell down. But they can come back up though. They're still a young team. They got Adams back. Marcus Smart is back. They still got the vets too to mix with the young boys. So heck yeah, they can make that move to get back to where they was doing on the trajectory they was doing. So get there, do that. Poor Marcus Smart. I know you feel hurt about him not being on the change the Celtics team, but he be all right. Phoenix, I got them in number 5. It's mainly because they got the nice team now. They actually got a guard with Tyus Jones, so they look gonna be a little more organized. Will he organize into a championship? We will see. Number 4, the Nuggets, the change of forehand before the Celtics took their moniker. They're back, but no KCP and have Russell Westbrook. Now, this is an interesting development. The top 2 triple-double guys in NBA history are on the same team together. Coincidence? I think not. Russ is trying to impede him, Jokic, from getting triple-double history. That's what he's here for. He's here to that. He's here to impede Russ. Watch. Jokic's going to have like 9 assists. Like, he's going to have like 20, 10, and 9. He like, Russ, hit the 3. We need this one. Hell no, I ain't shoot that thing. Fucking me. I'm on this fucker. Fuck no, I'm not. He going to these. And Carson Jokic's not getting the triple-double. Y'all can see that, yo. I can see that. That shit be funny as hell. I'm gonna do my thing. Oh shit. Oh, that's be funny as hell. But nah, but on the real, I got the Nuggets. They be pretty well. They're gonna miss KCP though. They're gonna need somebody to replace them. They're gonna need like a guard to replace them. Maybe if you look at Detroit basketball, and I think they might find one of their old contemporaries. We'll see. Or sign Will the Thrill. What to do, baby? You know what I'm saying? One of them 2. OKC. Yes. Let's go with them. My second team. We had a great year last year. We shocked everybody. A lot of folks getting up to the high 1 seed. I think we're going to take 2 steps back, but only because I think the other 2 probably will leap over us. But I see us in the Western Conference Finals. I see that for us. And we can make those steps up with the Hartenstein and the Caruso addition to the team. So, yeah, we're going to be Gucci on that one. I got us doing good. The 3 seed, we're not going to say about wins. I say kind of like 54, 55 would be nice. So, yeah, we do that. We'll do that. All right, next up, number 2, Minnesota, who got to the Western Conference Finals last year. I think they had the same amount of wins as OKC, as a top team. We'll see, I think. Or either that or 1 win less, 57 maybe. They're going to be good. They're going to miss Cat a little bit, but they got Julius and they had Devin Chance on the deal. That was a good couple more players they got in that trade. So at least they ain't made out with scraps. At least this time when Minnesota traded big, they got something back. This is a first out of the Wiggins trade. The Wiggins deal, yeah. Well, Wiggins for Cadillac, they got something for that one too. At least they got some quality good value. Wiggins is an unsure young prospect at the time. At least they got assured things with Julius and Devin Chancellor. And Devin Chancellor, like, he want to be angry, try to get 6 man of the year. I think he's going to get that. I think he's going to get that. You're going to get that one. And, either him or the other I mentioned earlier. And then I think that's what it is for real for them. I want us to beat Minnesota in the Western Conference semis so we can go to this conference finals. So let's see if we can do that. Gonna be good in the bracket. And who I has no one see, last but not least, the Dallas Mavericks. They will be the top team in the West. They have all the pieces. I know they lost Derrick Jones, which is a miss you need, but you got Clay. You shoot. I know people be on him about, he Clay Brickson out here, you know what I'm saying? Or Clay Bluffson out here. Because these niggas don't have no creativity. Clay Brickson out here, shorty, but damn, but he's still going to be effective. It's going to be a good piece for them. So, yeah, I can see them doing good. They still got their bigs. They still got Luka. They probably don't have Hard. They don't have Harvey in them. They'll worry about that later down the line. They'll worry about that during the trade deadline. That's when they'll worry about trying to get a shooter, another shooter with Clay, and then maybe a ball handler. They might look for a ball handler. If things don't go their way, they might go for a ball handler. So we'll see how they do. And that's how I see the conferences, how they will turn out. If this turns out to be the most accurate thing in the world, I better get 1 million views. Sorry, no, I'm joking. Anyway, who I got coming out of the East, I had the Celtics coming out of the East. And the West, we're going to redeem this thing. OKC, yes. And I have the Celtics retaining the change. I'm sorry. I'm going to root for OKC hard as hell, though. But I can see Boston winning. If only we did not have our depth. If we don't have depth by the playoff time, I can see us losing. But OKC will win the championship within the next 3 years. Let's see it happen for us. And that will be it for today. And yeah, we'll keep it smooth, simple, and operative. Who I win Rookie of the Year? Alex Sarr. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. DPOY, Wembanyama. Most improved, I have Cam Thomas. My secondary is Kuminga. But I got Cam winning that one. Who I got winning MVP? We're going with Luka again. We went with Luka last year. He was close, but no cigar. But I'm going to go with Luka. And who I have as a champ, Celtics is a champ. Who I have coach of the year, I'm going to say the coach from the Cavs, Bernie Bickerstaff. Or JB Bickerstaff. I think it's JB. I don't know why I said Bernie. I was thinking of the Charlotte Bobcats. For some reason, I was thinking of Charlotte Bobcats. But JB, he going to get coach of the year. GM of the year, I'll say the next GM or the Pacers GM. He'll get one of them awards. And who will be the worst worker in the league will be my Wizards. We will be some booty cheeks. So that's why I'm repping OKC too. Well, they always been my second team. Makes me real. But hey, well, we're done with this thing. Be well, stay safe, survive the events. Let's have fun this NBA season. Let's have fun. Let's go. All right, man. Peace. Let's get back into it. Welcome to this new Smell Wednesday.